welcome to the second video of today, and I was inspired by those seed pods that I have illustrated in the previous illustration. So I wanted to explore it a little bit and create one larger seed pod and make it the focus flower. And oh yeah, I realized I actually forgot to doodle in the previous illustration those beads, which I will do at the end of this video, I think. So in terms of the color palette, I'm still sticking with exactly the same thing as I did in the previous illustration. So I will be using a touch of Napthamide Maroon, and then Iridescent Scarab Red, as well as the English Red Earth and QoR Green Gold, or Green Gold, I think. But I will add a little bit of the Derwent graphite tin pencil in the color Meadow. By the way, if you're interested what colors are in the palettes, I have links in the description for all of the 3 palettes. So the 2 smaller palettes that were my first ever palettes that I have put together of the colors that I picked, and the one that's peeking out on the left corner that has that beautiful cobalt teal in there, that's the Candy palette. So if you're ever interested to see all the colors or know what the colors are in there, click on the link where it says Candy palette, and then that video will guide you through, as well as the list of all of the colors, including the links, will be in that video. And as for the other palette, which doesn't have the cobalt teal in there, that's the color called the palette called Face palette. So have a look there. And the larger palette that I have, the plastic white palette, that's the one that has 2 links to there. So it has a link where I kind of was thinking of what to put in there, the process of me deciding for all the colors, and then the final colors that I have picked for this palette. So there are 2 videos for that. So if you enjoy watching videos of making color palettes, then I would recommend you watch those. Alright, so here I am. I realized those little beads need to go onto the stalks there, and that also, if you're doing these illustrations on 2 pages, it kind of makes it a nice layout, because you know the composition is so that both of the flowers are in a way facing each other, so you're feeling the corners of it. You can make them smaller if you wanted to have more journaling space. You can make them even larger to feel more of the page. I just like this look. I like a lot of the negative space around it. That's what makes it kind of light for me. So this palette here, that's the Face palette. So the color I'm going into there is the English Red Earth, and I have described it in my previous video as a color that has sort of nice gentle look to it. So it's not a color that you can build up to a full intensity. It doesn't do that, and therefore I like to have Napthamide Maroon by hand just to there we go, I'm just going into it just to build it up a little bit and add some depth to it. So also I'm adding Napthamide Maroon into these berries, which I think looks lovely because it kind of adds more tone to the painting. And here this is a middle range of Napthamide Maroon. It can go a lot darker, as you have seen probably already in the which one was it? Yesterday's illustration, I think. So I am going to switch my color palette in the next illustration, so today's 3rd illustration, which will come in 2 hours after this video. And there I'm finally picking that lavender and the cactus flower to go over it. And actually it looks so pretty. I picked the right flower to go with that color palette and I absolutely love it. So I haven't decided yet what will be the next flowers, but I think I will try different colors. So yeah, maybe the Mayan blue or something like that, just to change it up a little bit from the muted color palette, although I have enjoyed it tremendously, but I just want to experiment a little bit more, and I think that will be fun. So just as usual, I like to have a variety to the leaves. As you can see, sometimes I change up the shape of the leaf, make them a little bit rounder, a little bit more pointier, and also changing the direction of the leaf kind of makes the composition more interesting. Also changing the size of them, so you can see there are a couple smaller ones and a few medium ones. I decided not to go for a too large leaf, as the main flower focus is quite large, so I thought I will let the flower shine and be in the foreground this time, and have the leaves just kind of there as a supporting role. And yeah, that's it really. There isn't much more that I will do to it, except for I will use the Derbent graphite tint on those leaves just to add a bit of texture again. I quite liked it in a lot of the previous illustrations that I used these pencils in. So let me know whether you are taking part in this, and whether you're joining in, whether you have pulled up your art journals and have done some of these flowers with me, or something similar like that. And yeah, I know that quite a few of you already have mentioned that you are really enjoying these 3 videos per day, coming to them and watching them, and it gives you that sense of calmness and relaxation, and I'm really happy to hear that, because that's exactly why I'm doing this. In fact, there was a video, what was it, yesterday? Oh yeah, there was one video that was 1 hour late, and I was so how should I say, disappointed with myself, thinking I don't want to let you down, because I gave you a specific timeline, a specific schedule, and that's the schedule I want to keep. However, I'm not sure if I have mentioned or deleted that part, but I am struggling with certain things myself, and I might talk a little bit about it in one of the videos, but I haven't decided. I tried to talk about it, then I deleted, because I think maybe, I don't know, maybe it's maybe I shouldn't share too much. But then I know that a lot of people going through the same thing, so it might be a sense of, again, community, and a place for us to share these things without oversharing, I guess, without going too much into detail, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so apologies for that 1 hour delay. As soon as I realized, I tried to correct it, and I try to obviously do these upfront, but there are certain days where I can't get much done because of my energy levels drop quite severely. But anyways, I will talk about it separately. So yeah, I am giving this challenge for myself to pull myself out of this maybe creative rut and make myself feel better, and using art as a therapy of refocusing on something positive and something that makes me happy, and then hopefully that would sort of ignite my energy back in. So that is all that I have to say. I'm going to give you a little bit of a close-up in a minute, so you can see how beautiful that iridescent Scarab red looks on top of the English red earth. It has that green iridescence to it, so it's very, very pretty. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in 2 hours.